Hey everyone, welcome to my hotel room. If you've been following this channel, you know I interview people of all different ages and backgrounds who have a diagnosis and ask them one simple question. What do you want the world to know about you? About a month or two ago, I did a vlog where I said I'll update you on more behind the scenes things. And since then I've tried to do it, but I'll be honest, to sit here and talk to a camera for me is incredibly emotionally draining. I don't like talking to inanimate objects. I'm old school. I'd rather sit down, have a cup of coffee, and connect face to face. But I came up with a conclusion. Instead of forcing myself to be something I'm not and holding the camera up and acting all high energy, I'm gonna be myself. And occasionally what I'll do on this channel is share with you different interviews I've done in the media, different talks I've given at conferences, and that will share with you a little of the insight I've gained meeting all of these cool people and provide you a little bit of our backstory. So right now I'm going to share with you an interview I did just today up in Seattle. Thank you for following along, and I have a lot of cool interviews with a lot of cool people coming on up.
A story that deserves to be shared, and our next guest proves it. Christopher Omer was a special education teacher who went viral when he shared this video with his students. It shows how he would start the school day by paying each of his students a compliment. The reaction to the video sparked his Special Books by Special Kids YouTube channel, which sheds light on how people with special needs are often overlooked. Joining me now, please welcome Christopher Omer. It's good to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
How long were you a teacher?
I was a teacher for 3.5 years.
3.5 years?
And in my second year in the classroom, that's when we started the blog.
And so what made you do that?
When I looked at my students, I came to understand their intelligence, their humor. But that's because I had the benefit of time with them. I was in the class every day for years with them. I understood that when people in our community met them, they wouldn't have that same benefit.
Right.
They wouldn't understand that they're a little quirky, yeah, but they're funny and they're smart. It takes time to understand that. So I wanted to provide a platform for my students to share their voices and help our community see that.
That just makes such a difference. So what is Special Books by Special Kids?
It's a video series, so it progressed from the classroom, and I now travel the world and interview people of all ages, from 2 months to 96 years old now, of all different conditions, and I ask them one simple question: what is life like for you?
Wow. And they say amazing things, right?
Well, it varies greatly. Some people just tell me they're a Boston Red Sox fan. Some people tell me they desperately want a boyfriend.
Wow.
Then others tell me they've been marginalized by society. So it varies greatly depending who I'm asking, but we have a following now of 1.8 million followers, and these messages go out to the whole world.
So what inspired you to do the video series in the beginning?
I think the world just needs more listeners. There's a lot of noise out there, and sometimes it can get hectic with everything coming at you. But I believe if we all just take time to listen to one another, it'll make the world a better place.
Right.
So in this video series, I talk a little bit and I ask a few questions, but mostly I just hang back, and it's a platform. I'm not giving these individuals a voice. They already have a voice. I'm just providing them with a platform to use their voice.
That's interesting, and it seems to me like that applies exponentially, that you can say, look, there are too many people who are overlooked because we don't listen, and this is a wonderful way of kind of seeing what it is we're missing if we don't listen.
And I have grown so much as a person because I just take that time to listen. So not only am I trying to show that these individuals are worth investing in, but that investment will be returned and you'll grow as a person.
Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at a clip because I want people to see what this is like. Here we go.
Will you always love Morgan?
Yes.
Oh my God! Jesus,
In his heart. I like it for Mug call me his wife so much.
That's right, you got me.
My
What makes her beautiful?
Well, it's like woman, I think.
a dress
I swear it's like the skin.
and the leggings.
Look, you see that's arm? Yeah.
So my dad fixed my phone, and I thought I meant to give him a phone, I meant to text him, and I meant to call him, because I meant to ask him at a date. It's about, what do you think? Oh, my hand thing, kiss thing, and
What did you just say?
What did you say? It's nothing. It doesn't exist thing.
So that's Morgan and Joey Grace.
They are the best.
Adorable,
That
completely
video,
adorable.
it went up and it was viewed 20 million times.
Are you kidding
So
me?
people from around the world got to see that they are intelligent people who
Right.
have a depth of emotion.
And who have a relationship that's, you know, legit and
Pretty typical for teenagers.
yes, yes, absolutely. So what's bringing you to Seattle at this point?
I'm collaborating with the Northwest Center and speaking about employment for individuals with disabilities.
And one should know that there are many jobs that people can do and excel at, and they should be included in the employment field.
Yes, because those kids, the two you just saw, they're going to end up being adults eventually. So it's not only important that we give them acceptance when they're children, but when they grow up and they enter adulthood, they need a place in society as well.
What would you say? I'm guessing that a lot of times people overlook conversations with these kids and young adults, in part because they're not sure what to say or what not to say, and we're kind of missing out. What would be your advice on just kind of, you know, reaching out as you would to anyone else?
It's tough to make a broad statement, but I can tell you that everybody I've interviewed so far has told me, just ask me about my disability. Ask me about my diagnosis. And they want to discuss it. So that might not be true with 100% of the people who have a diagnosis, but with 100% of the people I've interviewed, and it's been over 600 so far, they've all said that.
So reach out, just start talking. What's next for you in this project?
I'm on a mini speaking tour right now, so I'm doing 8 cities in the next 3 weeks, and in every city I go to, I interview 3 or 4 people. So really, I just love meeting new people and sharing their stories.
And is there a way for people to get in touch with you if they want to be interviewed or they have something to add?
Our main platform is Facebook, Special Books by Special Kids, and you can find our email address on there. So if you want to just
Perfect.
follow and hear the stories, or if you want to reach on out and possibly interview yourself, that's the way to do it.
I'm so glad, and I think there's lots to learn from this that applies to many things in life about people who are different than us, and what a good thing it is to listen. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it. We'll be right back.